I'm Jordan.
I'm Dylan.
And welcome back for episode 5 of Hall Pass.
Let's go.
Y'all, we are so excited to be back. We missed you. Happy New Year.
New Year.
Happy 2025. Oh,
Jinx.
Oops. You want me a soda? We are so excited to be back with you guys. We hope you had an amazing holiday season. We hope you had the best Christmas, the best New Year's, the best everything. And we are back with more content.
Yeah, we're feeding y'all.
We're feeding y'all. We're gonna be feeding y'all, okay? Before we get into the real meat of our intro, we do want to spotlight something that has been going on that has impacted our community, and we really just want to make sure that we highlight it for you all. For any of our listeners and viewers who follow us on our social media, you might have noticed that we had a different kind of post this week instead of our normal usual video drop. We had a drop as far as talking about resources, tips, and other things that people can utilize within the California state or others who are aware of what's going on in terms of the wildfires that have taken a rampage on Los Angeles and Southern California. Me and Dylan are based out of Los Angeles, so this has personally impacted us as far as it's impacted the place that we live. I want to make clear that thank God, Dylan, our loved ones, and our friends, all of us are safe.
Thankfully.
None of us have been impacted by these fires, and that we are extremely thankful
and
to God,
granted,
the universe, our ancestors. Like, we don't take that for granted at all, because we are very aware of how deeply devastating this has been for a lot of people. We do want to obviously offer resources, so please, if you follow us on socials, if not, why aren't you?
Right.
Go back on Instagram, TikTok, RIP, Twitter, Blue Sky, everywhere that we could have posted, we posted. Go back and check those resources out. We posted quite a few places where you can donate and help out for any locals or people, across the world who want to help any fellow Los Angeles
SoCal
do better.
Residents,
like this fire was crazy. It spread a lot of places we were not expecting. So a lot of people have been affected. If you can help, if you can donate, if you can assist in any way, I know a lot of people would be very thankful. And to end that, guys, LA, we love you.
We love you.
We will rebuild our community. We will rebuild, and we're going to do everything in our possibility that we are capable of to help out in every way we can.
Community is the answer. And also just there's been so many different things going on so far in this year. I hope everybody's okay.
Oh
no
my
matter
gosh,
where you are,
y'all.
no matter where you're listening from. Please be safe.
It has been a crazy start of the year.
Crazy kickoff to the year.
Have a crazy kickoff. By the time y'all listen to this, the Orange Man will be in office.
God.
So it's just been a lot going, like back to back. So we want everyone to really please take care of yourselves. Take care of your mental health. Live for yourselves in this world. I'm just noticing day by day, like, sometimes we have to disassociate and think of things that are making us personally happy, things we want for ourselves. So I hope your New Year's resolutions, or any resolutions you have, it doesn't have to be on New Year's. It could just be things you want to do better for yourself in this new year. I hope you are being kind to yourself. I hope you are being kind to your mind, body, and spirit. And you guys are serious about those things and want to see personal growth. It's a year of personal growth, because I have some things. I know you have some things. We made resolutions, y'all. We had vision boards. We wore different color panties. Like, it was real serious. Okay, we did a little bitchy things. We did a little witchcraft. A little bit of witchcraft.
Just a little scotch.
Little tiny bit. But yes, we do hope you guys are doing anything and everything to take care of yourselves. And let's just kind of give them an update on life things. Want to real quick, though?
I mean, I turned up for New Year's.
You did turn up, y'all.
Back to work. Trying to dissociate. I'm gonna miss you so bad, TikTok. Can I just say that?
Oh my God, R.I.P. Please don't leave.
My life update is
I'm finna go on red note. I'm finna go on red note.
Look, Xiaohongshu, Young. I speak Chinese, y'all. Did y'all know that?
Y'all, I got the song now, y'all. I'm entering my phase.
But Jordan came back from her birthday trip.
I'm back, y'all. Oh my God. Okay, like disassociation aside from all the hellscape that I returned back to, my birthday was amazing. Like, now that I'm back, I can tell you, I went to Mexico City. It was fantastic. 10 out of 10 stars. I definitely want to go back. Yeah, CDMX, I love you, love you, love you down. Only thing I would do different was pack more lightly because I definitely want to do a little more shopping. But my birthday trip was great. I'm ready and refreshed to start back the new year. We have things to do, people to see, places to go. And with that, y'all, we are going to open up the rest of our show. So with that, class is in session.
We're back with the very first class of the year, guys. Ooh. And it's highly anticipated.
Yep.
Because we're back with period 1 art class featuring RuPaul's Drag Race season 17. Guys.
High-pitched scream.
Like, we already were super excited about this last episode. We weren't even talking about it. Day 1 fucking Drag Race fan.
Yes.
Literally at
Since
age...
its inception.
At its inception, literally.
Yeah.
I was age fucking 8 or 9 watching RuPaul's Drag Race in the family living room. Yeah. Not even joking. I've been here since jump, okay?
Yeah.
And I'm very excited to get into it. We're going to be going through our cast, and then I'm going to kind of tell y'all, summarize the challenges and tops and bottoms of each of the episodes. Episode 3 just came out. So if you are caught up, listen to this period all the way through. I'll let you know what episode I'm talking about. So if you haven't seen what I'm talking about, you can skip past it, okay? Yeah. Without any further ado, we're going to get into it. Come on, season 17. Let's get sickening.
Death drop.
Word to Laganja. Okay. So our first queen in alphabetical order is Miss Acacia Forgot. She is the honky-tonk diva of Los Angeles.
LA
Queen.
Stand up.
Then we have Arietti, and she is the elusive elven deity from Seattle, Washington.
Ooh.
We have Crystal Envy, who is the Grand Dame and the Diamond Experience from New Jersey. We have Hormona Lisa, who is from Chattanooga, Tennessee, and she calls herself the Pastel Princess and the Bubblegum Babe.
Okay.
We have Jewel Sparkles. Jewel Sparkles loves anything pink and things that sparkle, and she calls herself the Latina supermodel with one brain cell. She is from
so cute.
Miami. We have Joella. Joella calls herself the Slasian Diva of Los Angeles, another LA queen.
Mm-hmm.
We have Corey King, Plain Jane's drag sister. Clockable. And she is known as the Black Barbie from Boston. Another likable villain, just like Plain. They've had the same, very vibe.
I stand a likable villain.
I do too. We have Lana Jaray. Lana Jaray is Lux Noir London's drag daughter. And I think she is also another LA queen. Yes, she's a New York native. Oh, excuse me. She's a New York native. Oops. She's a New York native. Don't jump me.
Do
all right.
not jump us, New York.
Don't jump us, please.
You know how y'all feel.
Next, one of my favorite queens, Miss Lexi Love. Love Lexi. She is from some Midwest town.
I think Kansas.
I think Kansas, something like that.
But
and she describes her drag as sexy, fun, and playful. Love her down. We have Miss Lucky Stars, who was an early favorite of mine as well. Her and Lexi both, and she calls herself one animated fantasy brought to life and a living cartoon stuck in reality. And I'm pretty sure she's another Florida queen. I think she might be from I'm not gonna guess, but she's another Florida queen. Okay. We have Lydia B. Collins. The B stands for butthole, and she calls herself the raunchiest queen from Pittsburgh, Pennsylvania. We have Anya Nerve, by far the best fucking drag name. Are you kidding me?
Name.
I love her name.
Yeah.
And she is a Cleveland queen, and she is very pro-black. She's also a theater queen.
Love her.
Love that for her. We have Sam Starr, who is the country cutie with a rock and roll booty and the supermodel of the South. She is drag daughter to Tranny the Tuck Taylor, who drag legend.
Very much
also,
so.
Jewel Sparkles is the granddaughter of Tranny the Tuck Taylor, making her Sam Starr's drag niece.
Right.
Lots of family tree. Lots of families, lots of connections this season, for sure.
Yes.
And then, last but not least of our 14 queens, we have Miss Susie Toot. Susie Toot is a tap dancing diva of Fort Lauderdale, another Florida queen. And so those are our 14 queens. Let's get into the episodes. Episode 1 and 2. Both of the challenges were talent shows, as can be expected in the beginning of any Drag Race season at this point.
Right.
First episode's guest judge, Miss Katy Perry. Joella makes it known because, you know, like they go into the workroom or whatever. Katy Perry was in there. Joella freaks the fuck out. I guess she's a big kitty cat. I think that's what her fans are called,
so.
Right? So she freaked the fuck out. They know each other. Shout out to the kitty cats. And yeah, so they do their talent. It's Rate a Queen also for the first 2 episodes. So instead of the judges panel judging, it's the queens judging each other and rating each other.
Yes.
And that determines who will be in the bottom, and then the bottom queens from both of the weeks will lip sync each other in the second episode.
Right.
So first episode, we go in. Our top 2 were Jewel Sparkles and Susie Toot. Both had great talents.
They were great.
If I could make any adjustment, I might have put Lucky Stars in my top.
I would have as well.
I would have done like maybe her and Jules.
Yeah, because her runway was sickening. Her performance was really good.
Yeah, it was very unique. So was Susie's. Don't get me wrong. She also had a very unique performance, but I would have given her a lovely third alternate space.
I think she outsold though.
Yeah,
I would have put her in place of her.
Yeah, honestly, I would have. Based on looks too, for sure.
Yeah.
And then our bottom for that episode was Acacia Forgot, who did her own country number, vocals, performance,
was not
all
great.
The above. I personally did not think that she did the worst. For me, one of the queens that should have been the bottom was Joella. It was very one note, and I think she wasn't in the bottom because Katy Perry was there. I don't know, guys.
You know what? That's a good point.
Yeah.
For me, I don't know if she maybe deserved the bottom because her runway ate, but oh my god, I can't think of the Arietti. I did not like her performance at all.
The performance was very one note.
It was not. Now her runway and her as like a look queen, stunning, but performance was flat. I get it was like a cultural performance, which, you know, a lot of queens have done in the past. I just don't think it had that extra oomph to
it's Drag Race, drag it up, the performance up, you know what I mean,
make it pop. Like,
and other queens who have done like cultural performances, Nymphia most recently from last season,
as you can see,
drug it up. You know, she dragged, she made it drag. Like, it's cultural, but it's drag. So that's what Arietti was missing.
Give that performance.
She could have been the bottom for me too, honestly.
Yeah. I think her runway
saved her though, for sure. Okay, and then let's get into episode 2. So again, the second half of the talent show, the other 7 queens perform. And our top then were Lexi Love and Crystal Envy. Overall, I thought it was the better talent show.
Me too. Yeah. Better queens.
And I do agree with this top 2. If I was to like put anybody else, like maybe a lovely third, I would have said Miss Anya Nerve, because I liked her song a lot. Didn't live for her runway, didn't live for the performance either.
Live for her
but I liked the talent.
She's a talented queen. The song was a bop. Like, I would download. I would stream. Yeah.
I would take ass to it. Like, let's be honest.
Yeah,
it was a good song.
Doechii was bopping.
Doechii was too, and that's big. That's big props, right? You know, because she was rapping in the song too,
right?
Our bottom for that week was Hormona Lisa. Agreed. She did a terrible stand-up comedy routine. Nobody fucking laughed. It was bad.
It was really bad.
So that was deserved. So then that means her and Acacia Forgot were the bottoms from both of the weeks. Mm-hmm. They did a lip sync against each other. Overall, not that great of a lip sync.
No.
But Acacia did better than Hormona. Therefore, Hormona Lisa was the bottom queen and was going to be sent home when the inevitable RuPaul curveball came through. We all know what's going to happen at some point. In every season, there's going to be a curveball. This time, instead of the chocolate bars that there used to be, it's the Badunka Dump, whatever. Badunka
Dunk.
No, Badunka Dump, because it's a play on Badunka Dunk, isn't it?
I thought it was Badunka Donk.
I don't know.
Like,
anyway,
dunk tank.
Oh, one of the it's a dunk tank, guys. Okay, and she had to pull from a series of levers sponsored by Las Vegas, the entire city,
right?
Of whether or not she was going to be saved from the elimination. Mm-hmm. And Michelle Visage, if she pulled the right one, would get dunked into this table of water. What are the fucking odds? Hormona Lisa pulls on the right fucking lever. Honestly, she annoys me.
Yeah,
I'm gonna be honest. The whole RuPaul chose me, so
but they had nothing to show for it,
and then not give. That's the whole thing. Like, if you gave, I'd be like, well, yeah, she chose you.
I don't mind a shit talking queen if you can show up.
Like, yeah, that's the thing. And Joella kind of gives that same vibe of I talk shit, but I'm not that girl for real.
No,
so
your wig is lifting.
Anywho, that's what happened. Nobody went home after the first 2 episodes.
Unfortunately.
Now we're getting into episode 3, the most recent episode of Drag Race. If you haven't seen it, skip past this part. We're getting into it. Episode 3, the first maxi challenge of the season, and we have it designed. So it's all based on the game of Monopoly, which I thought was cute. They did a whole like little mini game where they all pulled cards, and it determined what colors they were going to use, and they were also provided fabrics and all of that stuff. Typical design challenge, guys. So the colors of Monopoly, as y'all might know, orange, yellow, green, blue.
Right.
3 queens from each, I think, pretty much. Pull the color. I might be off on my math, but you guys get it. People were wearing the same color. Anyway,
she was not a math major, y'all.
At this, definitely wasn't. Okay. I'm going to say this PSA for anybody who might be listening to this and is thinking about going on RuPaul's Drag Race. For the love of all fucking things that are holy, it is season 17. If you don't know how to sew,
please,
what the fuck is going on? Season 17, we know it is a fact that there is going to be a design challenge.
Yeah.
The second you think about submitting an audition tape to RuPaul's Drag Race, take a sewing class.
Yeah.
Take a sewing class.
And I know that they're available, y'all. Joann's Fabrics, available. Michael's, they have them there. Available. If you want to get, real suburban with it.
YouTube.
There's places.
Shit. I mean,
YouTube
I'm
for
saying,
free.
Like, for free. That's there's no excuse at this point. That's really what it is. There's no excuse. And there were like 3 queens that were there.
We're way too many seasons in where these queens watch the show. You know what's going to happen.
It's inevitable. Yeah. Every single season there is a design challenge. Know how to sew. It doesn't have to be a fucking ball gown, but know how to do something. Know how to do the
basics, please.
Anyway, let's get into the results of the challenge. Our top 2 were Ariete and Sam. I agreed with this, honestly. I thought Ariete's look was very pretty. I thought Sam's look was very pretty.
Redemption for Ariete, too.
A redemption for Ariete, for sure. She had a really pretty look. I thought, honestly, if I could make an honorable mention, I would say Lexi Love.
I love Lexi.
I thought her dress gave very much like 90s runway. Mm-hmm. It was very cute. I liked it.
She's on a roll, honestly.
She is.
Yeah.
And also, Crystal. I liked Crystal's look a lot, too.
Crystal's was good.
I thought it was a pretty look.
Yeah.
I did like it. So, and the ultimate win went to Sam after the lip sync also. Which, it was a good lip sync.
Rightfully so.
Rightfully so. And then our bottom 2, we had Joella, which, as you could probably tell, I'm not a super huge fan.
Yeah. Expected.
And early fave, Lucky. Lucky Stars was in the bottom.
That hurt.
Because... surprisingly, she was one of the queens that didn't know how to sew, and she's very crafty. So I was like, "You don't know how to sew." I don't know how
she put everything else together. Honestly,
hot glue, I guess.
Imagine what you could do if you knew how to sew.
I'm saying. So, unfortunately, they do the lip sync, and Lucky was just doing the most. Also, her look was the makeup was off. The look was just off for her. The lip sync was crunchy. She didn't know all the words.
It's not her usual drag.
But like. Also, you kind of have to be able to switch it up. You have to be
versatile. Yeah,
if you're going on Drag Race, you have to be able to switch it up because they're gonna ask that of you too. You know. So it made it easy for Joella to kind of come in and do the lip sync better than Lucky, and unfortunately, Joella won the lip sync, and Lucky Stars is our first queen from season 17 to be sent home. I know I'm not the only one. A lot of Drag Race fans felt this way, where we thought Lucky was going to be a front runner and last long into the competition. Yeah, and unfortunately, she didn't. So that was sad from this most recent episode.
Especially to see who stayed, honestly.
Especially for Joella and fucking Hormona Lisa to still be there.
How are they? Like, that's really upsetting. I think that's the more upsetting part.
That's the most upsetting part. It really is.
Yeah.
But yeah, guys. I mean, overall, my thoughts on the season so far. Good group of girls. I think potential mess. They plant some of the seeds with the Raider Queen reveals and all of that. So I think we're going to see things
Arguing
develop.
Over fabric, child.
Arguing over fabrics. There's a lot going on.
Predictions?
Alliances, predictions. I am Team Lexi as of right now.
Same.
I'm Team Lexi.
Same.
I see her going far. She was also one of my favorites from Meet the Queens. So I see her going far. But again, my other fave, Lucky, didn't make it.
That's true.
So you never know with Drag Race, honestly.
You never know.
Yeah,
but I do really like Lexi.
Yeah, I do too.
Yeah.
We're going to stay tapped in. I'm going to keep y'all updated on Drag Race probably until the season itself is over. So report back next time, and I'll tell you about the other episodes and what happens next. We'll see. And on that note, guys, class is dismissed. See you.
And we're back. Guys, we are here with period 2. And we're kind of going all around the world today. And period 2 will be starting with Arabic class.
Arabic class?
I wonder what could we be talking about?
Habibi.
Like,
what are we talking about?
Inshallah, is this going to be a good class?
Mashallah will be a good class, guys. Will be a good class. Mashallah, it'll be perfect. Okay?
Right. Guys, we are talking about Dubai Bling.
Oh my God. Talk about fucking mess. Talk about fucking mess, guys. Like,
I can't. This show, I had to get this child to start watching it, okay? I have been talking about, and you did, and she enjoyed and was here for the mess.
Look,
okay,
I was tapped in.
The mess is endless, y'all. I've been watching Dubai Bling forever, since season 1. We are on season 3 now, but I've been watching it for a couple years now, and I'm obsessed. Who knew that this was an untapped region of the world? We needed more shows at Netflix.
First for the Housewives.
Into a real market, okay?
Yeah.
You thought you knew wealth. You didn't know what wealth was until you watched Dubai Bling.
Literally, guys.
This is just a crazy show. So I'm going to start out with just giving you guys the cast of season 3. We are a few seasons into the show. But I'll just be recapping season 3, which I have been binge watched.
Yeah.
So has Dylan. So just so you know, y'all, as we always say, there are going to be spoilers. If you don't want to know, skip past, but I know you want to know. All right.
And it's all on Netflix. You
can
go watch the whole
Netflix.
season.
Go binge watch right after
this.
Go
do it now.
Okay. So I'm going to get into the cast, talk about them, give some little zodiac, and then we're going to get into the mess of this season.
Yes.
Very excited. So to start out, guys, now, I did say we are on season 3. We have lost some members of the cast. We have gained some new members of the cast. So just know that all the people I'm saying right now might not have been there on season 1 or 2. Okay?
Most people were.
Most were, but we've gained some new people.
Yep.
So we want to start out with one of the newer members of the cast, Joanna Karim. Joanna Karim is a newer castmate, and she is a really well-known Iraqi singer.
Oh, she's a singer.
She's a singer.
Oh,
yeah.
Okay.
And she's also an actress, and she's best known for a hit song called Kol Al-Hala. Very cool. And I guess she's very known in the Middle East, you guys. She's a singer actress, and she's also a Scorpio. We have quite a few Scorpios this season.
There's a lot of Scorpios on the cast.
A lot of Scorpios, period.
I like Joanna.
I like her. There's some mess with her.
There's some mess.
But there's some mess with
Dubai Bling.
It's Dubai Bling, y'all. It's just if you watch the show, you already know it's a lot of mess.
It's messy boots, yeah.
Next we have another newer castmate. Her name is Mahira Abdel Aziz. I hope I'm saying that right.
If we have Arabic listeners,
Arabic listeners, Muslim listeners, please tell me if I am saying this correctly. My best friend Jenna, I'm sorry. My best friend is also Muslim, guys, so she's like, girl, that's not how you say it. I'm sorry. Okay, I'm trying.
My bad, girl. I'm trying.
My bad. So again, Mahira is a new girl. She is another newcomer this season, and she is also an actress and TV anchor. So she's has her own well-knownness in the Middle East as well. Most of the castmates are either well-known or own a lot of businesses, guys. Yeah. So these are very well-known people.
Successful in one way or another.
Successful in some way, because you have to have money to live in Dubai.
Right.
Okay? So Mahira is a TV anchor and actress, and she's also a Scorpio.
It's a lot of fucking Scorpios.
A lot of Scorpios.
Mahira minds her business. She doesn't really get into the mess.
She minds her business. And honestly, she gives good advice to people.
She does.
She's kind of like, y'all, I'm here for the limelight, and then I'm going to mind my business and go home.
Right. Like, which I can't blame her for that.
I can't blame her. If I was invited to be on a show, I'd be like, hey, here's my face. That's it.
Yeah. No, literally.
And I'm here to be pretty.
Bye.
That's it. Now we're going to get into some of the OGs that have been here since season 1. And I think we're starting off with our favorite person, the person we love to hate, actually, but hate to love.
Right.
Ibrahim. Ibrahim Al-Samadi. Okay? If you watch the show, you know why I'm saying this. If you don't watch, please go watch, you guys. This is just the lovable villain. And I only want to say lovable because me and Dylan stalked this man on social media. He is just
it's iconic. I couldn't help but stand. Iconic. It's the type of content where you have to stand. Like, I was like, guys, I'm sorry. Like,
he's so over the top. and dramatic that I have no choice but to stand him. Like,
yeah, no, literally,
I can't.
There's no choice. You have to. Ibrahim is an anomaly, honestly. Like, I don't.
He's a hot fucking mess, guys. But Ibrahim, background for him, he is a Kuwaiti American, and he's an entrepreneur. He spearheads this company called Forever Roses. It's a flower-based company in London that sells like really pretty flowers, bouquets. And he's just like a really kind of like entrepreneurial guy. He owns a couple businesses by himself with his family. So he has a good amount of money. Y'all, I'm gonna get into him in a little bit, but just know that man is a wild.
His sign.
Okay. Oh, guess what? Okay, I'm sorry.
I could not let her skip past this.
I can't skip past because it is also our season, y'all. And unfortunately, now y'all know how I feel about Earth sign men. I think you do. If not, Earth sign men cannot be compared to the women. Okay.
Don't compare.
But this is, I would say, a prime example of why Capricorns have the devil card in tarot. He is a Capricorn, y'all. And he is a Capricorn man. And I must say, on my worst days, or when I am truly tapped into being a villain for my righteous reasons, I understand him. Okay?
He's like, a villain for just the sake of being a villain. He's
a villain because he cannot let go of how you had him fucked up. And if he feels like you had him fucked up, it's up forever. And for that, I can't not respect him.
Yeah,
like,
to be honest.
I do get it. Now, is he a good person? That's questionable. But we'll get to that in a little bit. We then have Zaina. Zaina, another fave. Zaina, aka the Queen of Versace. She is another OG. And she is another really big business owner. She's a CEO of her own real estate firm. And she's really largely in the real estate business.
Yeah, like real estate mogul.
Real estate mogul. Yeah. She's a businesswoman. She's a baddie. Okay, that woman is gorgeous, stunning. Woman. Really. And she is a Sagittarius.
It gives that.
It gives very much fire sign. Next we have Lo Jane Adada, aka LJ. LJ is she's not a queer woman. She is a socialite who has become fabulously wealthy because she married a fabulously wealthy man who then passed away, who then she inherited all the riches from. The come up story of a lifetime. The come up story of life. Lo Jane is a socialite. She is a pretty girl. I think she models sometimes. But she's an interesting character, and she's a Scorpio. Yeah. So it's a lot of Scorpios this season.
Lots of Scorpios all around.
Lots of Scorpios. Next we have another one of our faves, Safa.
Love Safa.
Safa Siddiqui. I think that's how you say her last name.
I think so too. Yeah.
Safa is a fashion designer and she's a former real estate girl.
Yeah.
She used to work in real estate. She is now a stay-at-home mom full time. And she is another OG on the show.
Yeah.
Safa is also best friends with Zaina, who we previously mentioned. They are kind of like, white on rice with each other.
Yeah.
They are,
girls.
Twin them.
Yeah.
Yes. And Safa is a Leo.
Leo Sag, very on brand.
Makes a lot of sense.
Safa is very much so a Leo.
Very much so.
You know what I mean, you know what I mean.
Yes. Then we have Fahad. Fahad is Safa's husband. Mm-hmm. So Fahad Siddiqui. Fahad is actually one of our few Indian castmates. So most of the cast are from somewhere in the Middle East. They do have a couple of folks that aren't Middle Eastern. He is one of them. Safa's husband, he is a big business owner as well.
Yeah.
He has like a group of companies. I think he also has like a manager of a trading company. So he owns a lot of businesses. That man is wealthy. Okay.
He comes from money in India too.
And he also comes from money. I think he comes from like a family of nobles
or something like that.
He's long. The money is very long. Okay.
He's a Leo too, isn't he?
He is also a Leo. Yes.
A Leo couple.
Him and Safa are married. A Leo couple. And it's kind of funny because you see both sides of Leos. Like,
yes.
How personalities can vary between Leos. They are like different sides of a coin.
Yes.
It's very funny to see. Then we have somewhat of our newer castmate. She came on season 2. You guys probably know about her because she's pretty well known in America. Her name is Mona Katan.
I love Mona.
Yes, Mona is very, very likable. She's like the peacemaker of the season with the group. Mona is co-founder of Huda Beauty and then founder of the perfume line K. Ali.
Very successful woman.
Love K. Ali perfumes.
Billionaire.
Mona, I like you a lot, girl.
Yeah. Huda.
Love
K.
perfumes,
Ali,
okay? Love you. part.
Sponsor.
Mona. But yes, Mona is a very successful businesswoman.
Is she a billionaire?
I think so. She might be.
I think she is.
She might be, honestly, because Huda Beauty is doing numbers, and so does Kayali. Kayali has blown up as well.
Yeah.
She's a newer castmate. She's super likable. She's a Taurus.
Love her
I
down.
think she might be the only Taurus castmate, but redemption arc for the Taurus women.
Queen.
My God.
Oh my God.
Redemption arc for the Tauruses.
The reality TV y'all been doing us fucking dirty.
Have been doing her foul.
I will file a lawsuit.
Next we have Farhana. Farhana, she is one of she is another castmate who is not Middle Eastern. She is also another Indian castmate. So Farhana is a influencer. She's actually a really well-known influencer with over 1 billion followers. So
is it over 1 billion?
She's over 1 billion
followers.
Wow. Yeah, so she's
so mega influencer.
She's a mega influencer.
Yeah.
And she's actually like a luxury influencer where she only works with like luxury brands and labels and things. She also is like a socialite. She hosts a lot of parties and events. So the girl is a self-made, okay? Yeah. Like she's getting to the motherfucking bag.
And she's a single mom too.
She's a single mom. Mm-hmm. I honestly really like Farhana. I think she kind of has been done a little wrong on the show. Yeah. But I really got to like her even more so this season. We'll get into it a little more. But Farhana is a Capricorn. Very much a go-getter. Very much about that coin, sister. I see you. And then next we have Marwan. Marwan, also known as DJ Bliss. For all intents and purposes, we'll just call him DJ Bliss because that's what he calls himself on the show. Within his name, you can guess what he is. He is a famous DJ / producer all within the Middle East. And yeah, Yes, DJ Bliss. Sorry, there was been a few DJs on the show. DJ Bliss is a Gemini. It's good to note. And he's cool.
Another peacemaker, let's all get along, for the most part.
Yes, as long as he agrees with what you got to say. Right. He's a peacemaker. But I would say he's not really, a
he's
bad
not
guy.
in the mess he's
that.
not.
He's not in any
for the most
mess.
part.
No. And then we're going to have his wife, Danya. And Danya is actually our last character for season 3, or our last castmate for season 3. Danya is a content creator on TikTok and YouTube. She's also married to DJ Bliss. She also has her own businesses that she's involved with and owns as well. So she's a businesswoman, content creator, influencer, and she's married to DJ Bliss. And Danya is an Aries. One of the few, there's a couple fire signs. Yeah. But she's the only Aries. Which also kind of, I think that rings true to how she is as well.
It does.
So y'all, I'm going to get into the mess of this season, which I can say has just been like crazy. It has been so wild. Where do I even begin? I'm trying to do it and not go into, just how layered all the seasons are, like when you put it together. But I want to say the biggest was Ibrahim. And I know we talked about him when we were mentioning the castmates, but Ibrahim has to be the villain of all villains on the show.
Oh my God.
I think for season 3, all of his villainous reign has kind of come to a head. And I think people he was formerly close with have kind of opened their eyes to see who he is on different layers. So if you follow the show, he was very close with Danya and DJ Bliss. Him and Danya were besties. They actually opened their own business called the Besties Cafe. They were very, very close. He ends up getting into it with DJ Bliss, which is her husband, because of their business. He didn't really like the fact that she was telling her husband about things that were going on with him. He thought that was disrespectful, and it's just kind of like,
that's her
girl, that's her husband. Like, what are you talking about? Married folks are going to talk about things.
Right.
That's what you're supposed to do. He didn't really like that, so they kind of had a sort of a falling out, him and DJ Bliss. Y'all, towards the end of the season, it erupted into a physical altercation.
They fight on this show. Like, there will be fights.
There will be fights. Not like fist fights, but they arguing back and forth. I would say that, season 2, there was also an altercation. But it's not like baddies. We're not getting to that point. But I will say that this season definitely got into a physical altercation with Ibrahim and DJ Bliss to the point where Ibrahim had to go to the hospital. It
he
was
had a cut like on his eye,
like a gash on his eye.
Yeah,
it was craziness, and I'm sorry. I think DJ Bliss had every right to do what he did. Yeah. Ibrahim carries himself like he can do no wrong. He can do whatever to you, talk about you, say what he wants with no repercussion. And unfortunately, that karma finally came and got his ass this
deservedly
season. Deservedly so. Ibrahim, outside of that, I do love you. I think you are a fab closeted queen.
Yes, very much so.
Please come out.
Leave Dubai first. Leave Dubai first, because I don't want anything to happen.
And that's also some controversy. Ibrahim is like very effeminate. The way he dresses, the way he talks. He did get married on the show. It's very questionable. We never saw the wife. Apparently now he has gotten divorced. Yeah. So and anyone who watches the show kind of watch it and it's like, oh, this is a gay guy. Like, it's kind of obvious.
It's very obvious.
But he is very adamant that he's not. So hopefully at some point he can live and be his true self, because I'm never one to out someone. But I think he outed himself on the show. Like, how could you not be, swayed to think he is one way after watching it? Lots of drama. I think Safa and Zaina are still maintain their friendship. They had a hiccup last season, but they're back to being besties. I want to say really the only drama was with Ibrahim.
It all stems from him. Essentially,
all drama stems from him. There was some drama with LJ and then one of the new girls.
Yeah.
LJ kind of was like called out to say that she was not a loyal friend and kind of had like possibly done something with someone's ex out of spite. Can't say I'm surprised. LJ has done several things out of spite on the show. So there was some things with her. And then it ended with not beef, but like Farhana called out Zaina and Safa for being mean girls. And I hate to say it because I love Zaina and Safa, but was she wrong? I don't think so.
No, she wasn't.
Farhana honestly was trying to come into the group and be liked. Like, honestly, at first, it did kind of seem like she was doing a little much. Maybe she's a little corny. Maybe she's kind of, maybe goes above and beyond to try to make friends. But, like, can you fault her for that? And we're also grown. Like, they're grown-ass women, and that they are kind of making fun of this girl. They taunted her kind of all through the seasons. And I like Zaina and Safa, but they were being kind of bullies to her.
They were.
And you really, when you look at it, from outside of the scope of liking those two girls, you can really see it for what it was. And I think Farhana rightfully like got her justice this season and called out what it was. It was a ton of mess, you guys. Like, when I say from episode 1, like, it started getting on and popping. Please go watch Dubai Bling. I feel like not enough people know about Dubai Bling.
Yeah, honestly.
Please go watch. If you haven't, all 3 seasons are up and available on Netflix. If you want me to ever refresh or recap and go more into detail as far as the drama and go back and through the vast layers of what it is, let us know. I'm more than happy to. But I think we're going to cut class a little early today, guys, and get ready for our next period. So with that, class is dismissed.
Guys, the theme for today is really global drag, I guess, because we talked about drag in the beginning. But anyway, we're going a little bit, not too far from Dubai Bling, but we're getting the plane and we're going somewhere else.
Yes.
Where are we landing, guys? We're landing in South Korea for Korean class. Period 3. Singles Inferno, season 4. Now, let me start off by saying this. Another show that me and Jordan have been obsessed with since day one. We're only on the 4th season of this.
Yes.
Singles Inferno is a Netflix original reality dating show.
Yes.
And as I said, it is a Korean show, okay? It's a Korean show for those of y'all that like, a good K whatever, whether it be K-pop, K-drama. Here's some K-reality for you, okay? And it's chef's kiss. Literally,
we are obsessed with this show.
Literally obsessed with Singles Inferno.
Obsessed.
And to give like overarching what's it all about.
Yeah.
It's kind of, I guess you could say, Love Island adjacent.
Yeah, I would say so.
Because they're on an island. It's called Inferno because like they're on an island basically like not camping, but like, you know, not in a hotel room or in like a mansion or anything like that. Right. It's like, you know, kind of fend for yourself, not fully because they're giving you shit, but we're not talking Survivor, but they're on Inferno. That's what they call it.
Right.
And you get the chance to go to paradise if you match up with somebody and they want to go with you, then you can go to paradise and you get to know each other better and you can reveal certain things about yourself that you're not supposed to talk about on Inferno or otherwise. Usually there's like 6 to 8 girls and guys, both respectively. So like around anywhere from 12 to 16 competitors altogether. And yeah, the goal is to get with somebody at the end that you leave, you know, in a relationship with somebody, like any dating show, right? So it's great. There's a lot of twists and turns. They bring in new people. It is tea. There are 4 whole seasons. If you want to start this show, start with season 1, take it all the way through. We're going to be talking about season 4 and the cast. It just started. There's only like the first batch of episodes out. So the first 4, I think the first 4 episodes are out. Yeah. So the first batch, the new batch drops on Tuesday. I'll be tapping in. We'll both be tapping in.
We'll be watching.
And I'm just gonna get into the cast of this season, and I guess like a little bit of things that are starting to take shape, and our thoughts on the cast and all of that. Without any further ado, let's get into it, y'all. So our first contestant we're gonna be talking about, our first single, is Lee Xian. Also, if I say anything wrong, sorry, y'all. I'm trying. I'm learning Korean. I'm trying my best. And she is 25. She's currently a model, but she used to be a K-pop trainee. So she never like debuted, but she had the pretty girl.
Oh, the pretty, yes.
Well, everybody's pretty, but
everyone is very pretty. Well, the girls are.
The girls are. Our next, I'm starting off with the girls. Our next girl that I'm going to be talking about is Yoojin. Jung Yoojin is a 28-year-old dance graduate. And yeah, so she is a dancer and she's currently pursuing her master's in dance. So good for her, educated. And she's a dancer, she's artsy fartsy. Next we have Kim Min Sol. Min Sol is a sportscaster for a local news station. And I think she is 23. I want to say she's 23. Next we have Bae Jiyeon, one of our faves. I love Jiyeon. She's so very pretty. She's very, very, very pretty.
And she's likable. I like her personality.
And she's likable.
She's cute.
We haven't seen her go to Paradise yet, so we don't know what her occupation or her age is, but according to this article, she is 26 years old and a space director and model. I'm not sure what space director. According to her Instagram, they say that's what she is. Okay. Not sure what a space director is. Is that like interior design or something?
That makes sense.
Maybe?
That makes sense.
That makes sense. I'm guessing, guys. I don't know. We'll find out soon. If my girl doesn't go to Paradise, I'm going to have a problem.
Rocket, okay.
I'm going to have a problem. Stars. We're going to talk about her a little bit more because we'll talk about it. Anyway, let me move on. We'll talk about it. The next girl I'm going to be talking about is Kim Hae-jin. Kim Hae-jin is a 26-year-old girl who was crowned Miss Korea in 2020, and she describes herself as quirky.
Interesting.
The one that's like, and I don't mean this in a bad way, like the fish-looking girl.
Yes.
You know how like a lot of water signs can like look like fish, especially like Pisces. I don't mean like it's giving very much like Shark Tales, like Lola, you know, like pretty. Yeah. Then we have Kim Arin. She's one of the very pretty girls who looks like a porcelain doll almost.
Yeah, she does.
She's a model and a YouTuber.
Okay. And
it does not say how old she is, and she hasn't been to Paradise yet, so.
That probably is why also.
The things that are revealed in Paradise are like age, occupation, all of like the deeper details about somebody. Yeah. Now we're getting into our men. So the first guy, we have Kim Tae-hwan, who is a DJ, model, and actor, and he's been featured in magazines such as GQ Korea, Vogue Girl Korea, and L'Officiel Homme Korea. That's the one with the long hair, who when he walked up, people were like, is that? Yeah. That's him.
Okay.
Next we have Kook Dong-ho. Dong-ho, it says not much is currently known about him because he hasn't been to Paradise, so we don't know that much. But he's on the cast, guys, and we'll find out more because he seems to be hanging off with one of the girls, so we'll find out more soon, hopefully. Our next guy is one of our faves, Theo Jang.
Oh, I love Theo.
Theo was great. So Theo is, I think, 29, and he is an actor who has acted in both Korean and English films, English-speaking films, I mean.
Yeah.
And yes, we like him a lot. He's very charismatic.
Yeah.
We have Kim Jong-soo. Jong-soo is 32, and he owns a couple different coffee shops in Seoul.
A businessman.
Yes, like a businessman down. He's 32. I'm pretty sure he's 32. This is he's 34, but I remember him saying, "Oh, I'm 32."
Somewhere in between 32 and 34.
In that age range, guys.
Yeah.
Okay. And then, I lied, Jor. Actually, the guy with the long hair, his name is Yuk Jun So. Who is Kim Ta-hwan?
Is he one of the new guys from?
No, because we don't know that yet. They haven't revealed.
What made you think he was the long hair guy?
Because it said he was on all of these, like, he's a model. Oh, it's the guy, the boring guy.
Oh, the big tall guy.
The big tall guy.
Oh.
Guys, my mistake.
Sorry, y'all.
Ta-hwan is a big model. That's not the famous guy.
He's very tall, kind of like a little lackluster at
first.
A
little lackluster at first, but he's starting to
personality-wise.
Yeah, he's starting to come out of his shell, though, it seems.
Yeah.
The guy who I was thinking of, his name is Yuk Jun So, and he has actually been on a couple different K-dramas, such as Netflix's hit drama Sweet Home. So he's an actor, and he went on, and also an artist. He's a painter too, as he said, an artist in several different things. He's also 28. And yeah, when he walked up, people were like, "Oh, is that?" So recognizable to a certain degree.
Yeah.
So those are our contestants at the moment. One thing you need to know about Singles Inferno, more people will come in as the show goes on and things get more complicated because connections are already forming, similar to Love Island in that way. So far, our fave as far as the girls go, I think, personally speaking, and I think I speak for Jordan too, is Jiyeon, Bae Jiyeon. We like her so much, and honestly, I'm starting to get mad because I feel like our faves are always the girls that are paid dust on the show.
Bruh,
like
last season, same thing.
From the first season, because remember our fave on the first season, and it was only our man that liked her.
Oh, you're right.
And it's.
Well, I mean, we had our other fave though too.
We did have our other fave. Gia. You're right, Gia, who all the niggas wanted her.
Who wouldn't want her?
Everybody wanted her.
Right.
But it seems it really does speak to
yes, our other fave paid us. Yeah. Last season paid us. This season, it's like
it speaks to like the difference in beauty standards, honestly, between like the U.S. colorism between the U.S. and Korea, and it does seem like that the thorough theme of the girls were like, but she's gorgeous. Why isn't anybody featuring her? She might be like a little tanner. And then
y'all, and
it's a running theme. Like, I'm not saying this just cause
when we say brown, we don't mean like us.
No.
Or browner. We mean like a slightly tanned white skin. Okay?
Right.
Like you would be like, oh, I guess she's slightly like a half shade browner.
Right, but it's not anything dramatic. Like, it's not dramatic. So yeah. Anyway, that's my fave girl right now. Me and too. She seems to be hitting it off with Ta-wan.
Pretty, stunning. She's so charming, honestly, personality-wise.
She is. And people, like, she was the last to get into Inferno as far as these OG girls, because they, like, started off the season differently, where, like, they were separated, the girls and the guys, and, like, little by little trickled in with each other. So that was different from other seasons. But I feel like people need to give her more of a chance and talk to her. But Ta-wan, who I forgot who he was, but then I remembered.
The model, right?
The model, yeah. He was lackluster at first. He, like, honestly was forgettable because he wasn't really interacting with any of the people, but interacted with our fave and was basically like, girl, I want you. And all of a sudden came out of his shell and was talking to her. And I was like, I don't hate that trait in a man. I'm going to be honest.
I don't either.
I can respect that. Like,
me too.
And he was like, you're the only one I've really been interested in, like, actually getting to know and talk to. And I was like, okay, he's here to find love. He's not here for the friend rah-rah bullshit. I love pay
everybody else does, but
I love that.
Me, loving me loudly, like, love that.
I love that. And that's really what he gives.
Yeah.
As far as the guys, Theo is my favorite so far.
Yes.
Personality-wise, yes. Because he's very charismatic, very, like, you can tell that, like, maybe he spent some time in the U.S. or some Western country, because that's very much his character.
And we mean that in the sense of, like, he is a little more outgoing.
Yeah.
I feel like most people are a little more conservative as far as, like, talking and personality-wise. They might be a little more reserved. As you'll notice if you watch like a Singles Inferno or Korean reality or shows in general,
you'll be able to tell. You'll be able to tell the difference between, you know, somebody who has spent time elsewhere, just personality wise and demeanor wise, than people who haven't. And that's not saying that there aren't very charismatic folks from Korea itself, you know, but I don't know. You can tell when you're talking to somebody,
because they can tell. Like,
they can tell.
There's a panel of judges on the show too who like they cut scene and go to the judges. They can tell. The people on the island can tell. Like, you know, it's noticeable.
It's noticeable. It's noticeable. But I think it's a good batch of people. Where they left us off was all of the girls, and this never happens, were told to go to paradise, and all of a sudden these 3 new men walk into the door, and they have to like decide, like, which one of these guys is coming back to Inferno, and the other 2 go the fuck home. And they left it off to where we don't know who they chose. All these men, mind you, are fine. The batch of guys on Inferno, like, they're okay. Like, Theo is the most attractive. But I'm not gagging at any of them.
I'm not gagging at anyone. And these new guys, I'm like, finally something good to eat.
Finally some good fucking food. Like,
and
it's
now they can only pick one.
And that makes me sad for them. And also because the girls outnumber the guys, so I'm like, why can't it be 2?
It must be.
Why can't it be all 3?
Another one comes later.
I would hope so. Probably. Maybe. You would think.
I would think so.
If they're doing this, that's what you would think.
Yeah.
But so I'm excited to see how that goes. I'm excited to see what else develops. I have, you know, my fave. I have some people that I don't like as much.
Right.
But we're gonna see what happens. Again, it's only the first batch of episodes, so I'm not gonna make a sweeping verdict on anybody yet. Okay. Right. But we will keep talking about the show. If y'all want, let us know. Okay.
Let us know if you want to hear more.
Go watch Singles Inferno. If you learned nothing else from Korean class today, please go on Netflix and stream Singles Inferno.
Turn on that closed captioning.
Don't do dubbed, and tap in. Okay. Yes. Because it's really that good. Like,
it's really that good.
You know, we wouldn't give you a bad fucking suggestion, would we? You know. Yes. So go do that, guys. And on that note, Korean class is dismissed. I'm trying to think what's bye in Korean. Don't know. So bye.
Bye. They don't understand.
They understand. Bye.
Hey guys. So it is the end of the school day.
Yes.
You've had some long periods today, and it's time for us to give you your homework. Before that, I know one of our teachers has something she must profess to the class.
You guys, part of being a teacher is admitting when you are wrong. Mm-hmm. Okay. And we're all human. We make mistakes. Okay. I made a mistake in our first period, guys. So here's a quick test correction. I said, one, that there was only a top 2 for the challenge. There was a top 3. I forgot that Anya was in the running for the overall who took the challenge, who won the challenge. It was between Ariete, Sam Star, and Anya Nerve. I will admit that. Okay. Yes. The winner was still Sam. Okay. But it was not by lip sync. I don't know what the fuck got into me to say, oh yeah, they lip sync too, but it was great. There was no lip sync. Okay. I lied. I'm sorry, guys. Like, here's my test correction. So when that happens, you know, you all get an A. So for the girls that might have clocked me while I said that, I'm coming back. And I'm going to confess, I hold my hands up.
In the same session, mind you, the same school day, we are coming back with corrections.
We're coming back with corrections. Y'all have to wait a week for us to be, or next time.
You don't have to wait for accountability.
And to be quite frank, we don't want to go back and record that part. So I'm just going to fess up, okay? Exactly. I messed up, all right? That's just, we keep it real on Hall Pass.
Y'all, if only y'all knew the takes, okay?
I'm just saying, like, guys.
Let's just get it through.
We're just going to be real authentic.
Be real as fuck.
I messed up. Okay, that's it. There was no lip sync. Sam Star just won. Okay,
point blank.
That's your correction. Please take it away. That's all I have to say.
Thank our teacher Dylan for her transparency.
Thank you.
And her accountability at this time.
Thank you.
You know, everybody is not as accountable as we would like them to be. So we appreciate when we are.
It's my 2025 theme.
Yeah. Accountability, guys.
I'm usually not wrong, so I'm going to admit this time. I know I was, you know.
Yes. Yeah. So, guys, to get into your homework today, we have 2 assignments. Very fun, very lively, as we always do. Your first assignment is to go see the new A24 movie, Baby Girl. Now, me and Dylan and probably not the right time. Our mom also tagged along to go see this movie, but she did. It was like, you know, a little girl's day. We're like, let's be cute and go see this movie.
Baby girls, let's go see Baby Girl.
Girls, let's go see Baby Girl.
And it was not
something I would recommend seeing with your parents.
Little did we know it was a freak fest.
Little did we know, girl, 2024 was home of the freakies. Like,
it was a face crack, y'all. I'm not gonna lie.
Freaky deaky. So for all my freaky deaky girls, my kinky girls, my, you know, sexually ambitious girls, or just someone who wants to like feel a little horny, like you need a little zest, I would go see it.
Or laugh, honestly, if you're the type that laughs in those kind of...
Yeah, or you like an uncomfortable laugh. You know what? That would actually be kind of a raunchy first date, low key.
I don't know if I would... Well, it depends.
It depends.
Depends on how y'all get down. I mean, I'm not going to say...
It's a way to break the ice. That's all I'm going to say.
I'm not going to say
you will know exactly who you are on the date with after seeing that.
I'm going to assume y'all are grown, so it's
very
up to
grown,
you if you want to do that. Hey, whatever floats your boat.
But
you know?
it's not even a fun movie, but it's an interesting movie to go
Extremely.
see. I recommend going to see with a group of your girlfriends, or possibly going alone, going with maybe
not your parents, not your kids, not your grandparents,
not anyone you would be uncomfortable around seeing very sexual scenes.
Very,
and I say very, you guys.
It's essentially softcore without ruining anything. It's a softcore. Like, let's be honest.
Less nudity than a softcore.
Thank God
thankfully.
for that.
But yeah, it's a softcore porn. Pretty much.
I will be your father figure.
And that is the underlining theme of this movie. So just to give you a little background, Baby Girl, again, was made by A24. The director for this movie was Helena Regine.
Okay.
I have not heard of her before.
Real freaky foreign girl, whatever.
Real freaky. Directed and written. She's super freaky.
Oh.
Super freaky.
Big freaked out.
Girl, you might have some books that, you know, slut talk or book talk be that they like book talk / slut talk. No, but like they have like a little like pair up where you get like the
what are they called?
You're on it.
I'm on it. I'm so close. Not spawn.
Smut. My girl about to say sperm, y'all.
Y'all, we have to close out the school day. I don't know what the fuck is going on with me, guys. Apologies.
Smut.
New year, new me.
Smut. Yes.
Smut.
It's giving she might be writing smut. Like my girl was 100%. In the board, but she was on the fan fiction forums. I can sense it. I'm sensing it now.
She was in heat while she wrote this. I was like, girl, what? Yeah. Okay.
So it was directed and written by the doll Helena Regine. And it was starring Nicole Kidman, Harris Dickinson, Sophie Wilde, and Antonio Banderas.
Guys, do I say my controversial take on Nicole Kidman?
We can say it. Let's say it.
Okay, love Nicole down. Such a talented
amazing
actress.
Actress.
However, I might get shamed for this.
It was a hard watch.
It was a hard watch because I love Nicole. Don't get me wrong. I love Nicole Kidman.
Yeah.
But it seems like most of her recent roles have been very like sexual, and no shade to Nicole, but Nicole Kidman, I don't want to see you in those roles like that anymore. And this is no shade. It's not because of her age at all, because there are some very stunning, gorgeous older women who I can see. Who I can 100%. Halle
Berry,
who I can 100%.
What's the common theme? Sorry
to
clock it.
Or look, even if we're doing a white woman, Michelle Pfeiffer, I can see that.
Angelina Jolie,
I can see that. Nicole Kidman,
it's not.
It doesn't give in the way that it could have gave because of that. Right. And she does a great job acting wise. It's no shade to
acting.
No shade to the acting, any of that. But that was my only thing.
It was a hard watch though, y'all, because like again, it's a very sexual movie, and it's just like everything else about the movie was sexy. Like the newer co-star, I believe that is Harris Dickinson.
Yes.
I'm gonna assume. Her co-lead, he was fine. For a white boy, like I was looking, you know, he sold the part. Antonio Banderas, like we don't even have to tell you that nigga been fine since the beginning of time. Yeah, and he's still fine as old as he is. I think she was like the lost piece, because I'm like, everything is so hot, but it's like you're not making it click. You're not making it click.
It was disjointed in that way.
Yeah, that's my only flaw with the movie. Some people might say it's too freaked out. I feel like 2024 was like the year of the freaky movies. We went from Nosferatu to Baby Girl, like
right, and closed out the year.
Baby Girl
was released on Christmas, y'all.
Baby Girl and Nosferatu.
Both of them freaked out for the holidays. I was like, oh my God. But Yeah, I mean, you have to see it
Yes.
to believe it type thing.
I just, it's a recommendation from us.
I'm not gonna say it's a must see in theaters.
No.
To be honest, you can wait till it comes
You
to
can
streaming.
wait till it starts streaming.
But watch it at some point. That's
Yes.
what I would say. Yeah.
Or if you're like, I want to go to the movies and see something, you know, out of the usual, go
That's
see it.
definitely out of the usual.
Like, y'all, I
100%.
think they're bringing sexy back to cinema. Like, we're kind of like not regressing, but we're going back to like, remember in like the 70s they were making all like, that's when like, that's when pretty much softcore became a thing.
Yeah, it's true.
We're back, y'all, and I think it's the economy.
Back with a vengeance. Honestly, it could be.
I think it's a sign of the
It could
times,
be.
you guys. So yes, baby girl is one, and then your second, honestly, most financially responsible, most fiscally responsible thing we are going to advise for you is to save up for whatever the fuck Beyonce is for this announce that she's going to do.
Guys, it's tickets. It's a tour.
As I
predicted last time.
We believe it's tickets.
I don't know if y'all saw the leaks where like, because you know it was postponed because of the wildfires. She delayed her announcement she was supposed to make on January 14th. But like different ticketing platforms and some arenas themselves accidentally leaked the information that Beyonce has tour dates leading up.
Pretty much Cowboy Carter is going on tour.
It's going on tour. So y'all get your checkbooks in fucking order.
Because you know you're going to need an outfit.
Together.
You're going to need an outfit. You're going to need a ticket. You're going to need drinks. You're going to need possibly a flight. You're going to need
Start
funds.
saving.
Start saving.
There's
y'all.
no way
I'm
around
saving
it.
right now.
There's no way around it. You got to start saving.
I'm saving right now. I don't know where I'm going to go see her this time. Possibly LA, possibly somewhere else, but I'm going to see her.
In a way, thank God it was postponed, not only because of wildfires, but because it's right after the holidays.
Yeah.
Folks don't have money like that. I know it's the beginning of January, but thank God, you know, like that it was postponed more.
Low-key Beyonce clocked us and was like, yeah, I'm also going to postpone my...
But we had planned to postpone before she... Can I just say, we had planned to postpone before she put out the statement, and then she did.
And then she released a statement. We were like, wait, I didn't finish on Canva.
Bitch stole my look a little bit. She stole my look a little bit.
We were still editing on Canva.
We were like, oh, she beat us to the punch. But some people will say we copied her. No,
it's an earth sign thing, y'all. We were all in sync. We're just all synced up.
She's a trifecta. She's the Virgo.
She's the Virgo to our Capricorn
Taurus
and Taurus.
Yeah.
But yes, save up for whatever Beyonce is doing because you know it's happening. And it's coming soon.
It's coming
very soon.
You heard it here first. Hopefully,
those are your homework assignments.
Yeah.
And guys, that is the end of the school day.
Wow.
First school day of 2025.
You know what? First days back are always a little bit rough. So
a little bit bumpy.
But I don't think we did too bad.
I think we did fine.
We didn't do too bad.
Y'all love us for our authenticity, right?
Yeah, you do.
We're just two girls. What's that TikTok? Oh my God, R.I.P.
Guys, by the time you hear this, okay, but here's the thing. People are saying, last conspiracy theory of the podcast, I promise. People are saying that if y'all saw the CEO or founder of TikTok that he did like yesterday or today, I'm speaking a couple days in the past for y'all. It was something like, oh, well, I'm working hand in hand with President Trump.
Oh, I saw that.
People are theorizing that
they're going
to go down the 19th and it will come back up post inauguration very much. Oh, Trump saved
Trump
us.
Brought back TikTok.
Pro-Trump shit. Y'all, unfortunately, if it comes back and it's very propaganda, we're going to be off of TikTok. And it pains me to say because I love TikTok so bad.
I think they're going to try to sell. I think they're going to end up selling a portion or something is going to happen. That's the only way. That's the only way they're going to.
Well, the whole thing was a money grab.
It's a money grab. Unfortunately, TikTok will not be the same if that happens.
No.
It's not going to be the same.
They already changed Instagram's format to kind of mirror TikTok.
I mean, no, I'm not going to lie, y'all, because I was on there today. Kind of eats because now follow
and
us.
you can change each post depending on if you want it to be like this or like this, but it's all like longer, like rectangular shapes.
Your profile now, you don't have to click on your picture to see the full picture. Like your full picture with like full body picture,
but all like portrait mode, not landscape.
Right?
But you can change it if you want it to look landscape, and it gives very much. What was that? It used to be a big trend, and people used to always edit their pictures with this app. That would make it look like this.
I know
that
what
would make it look
about.
landscape.
That was back in like that was really like the early Instagram days. Kind of like right after we
gave very much like 2015, like around that era. That was like everybody was doing it.
Oh my God, what was
that called?
I don't know.
Gosh.
Guys,
Girls,
if you remember what it was called,
swipe up, please, and
millennials
comment.
tap in. What
and
the fuck
Gen
was
Z,
it
I
called?
remember that shit.
Oh,
Y'all,
you were doing it? Y'all were doing it too? Okay.
We're talking like 2015, 2016. It came back when there was a border around the picture.
I know what
everybody
you're talking
was doing
about.
it.
Shit.
Swipe up and comment if y'all remember what I'm talking about. Okay?
Is it something with a C?
I want to say it's something with a C. I want to say so too, but I can't remember.
I don't know.
Anyway,
I don't know.
it's giving that. If y'all know what we're talking about, that you can also edit to
it's kind of a little eatery. Instagram might have ate that. And I still have my
to give Mark
reels.
Zuckerberg his
I
10s.
still have my whatchamacallits too. The little circles under your picture. You know what I'm talking about? At the top of your page, the little circles.
Oh, highlights. Your highlights.
Yes, my highlights are still there.
Yeah.
And I know they were saying
highlights are still there.
Because they were saying they're going to get rid of highlights.
They were?
They were. And I think they kept it because people were like,
I would have
please
been
do not.
pissed.
I would have been really mad. I was like, people were like,
I
do
had,
not get rid of highlights.
In there and stuff. I would have been mad.
I think they were going to make it to like it all went to your storage or what's that little thing you can save?
Your drafts?
No. You know, you can save a post in like your archive. Like you could archive. I think they were going to put.
Go to the archive.
So they Instagram. Thank God.
Y'all are playing with us in 2025. Please stop fucking playing with me.
Right.
Please stop playing with me.
Whoever's on the team that said, yeah, no, look at you. Thank you.
Yeah.
RIP TikTok. But yes, guys, the end of the school day, we are going to, of course, give you guys where you can follow and catch up with us, like talk to us, reach out, comment, DM, whatever you want to do. We're here.
Yeah.
So don't forget to follow us on Instagram and RIP TikTok. God, if you hear me, if it comes back, you can still follow us at the same I hope.
As long as it doesn't become propaganda.
As long as it doesn't become propaganda, you can still follow us.
TikTok pending, hopefully.
TikTok pending, but still Instagram. But
pending
still
or rest in peace? I don't know.
Pending
still
or rest in peace. Still Instagram at hallpass.pod.
Yes.
You can follow us on YouTube and X, formerly known as Twitter. And also our new Blue Sky at Hall Pass Pod, all one word. Also, guys, of course, stream our podcast on Spotify, Apple Podcasts, YouTube Music, and Amazon Music.
We're you guys
everywhere.
Know you can swipe up. If you're listening to us on Spotify or watching us, you can literally just swipe up and you leave a comment. On Spotify too. I just found this out, I have to say. So if you guys, want to comment on our stuff, it's as easy as swiping up.
Guys,
whether you're listening or watching,
comment and say, as long as it's nice. Now, don't make us
too rude.
Don't make us have to fight you.
Don't be too rude.
Don't be rude.
I don't like that.
Don't be rude.
Shade is shade, but don't be rude. Like,
Don't be rude because I will delete it.
Okay? You will be deleted and blocked. Okay? Love y'all, but
I'm preserving my space.
Wait, you will be blocked.
Energy.
Okay.
Block.
Don't do it, guys. All right.
But yes, comment, guys. Anything you want to see next time? Any comments you have on our episodes? Give us feedback. What do you want to hear? What did you like hearing? Do you want to call us cute and special and lovely ladies? You can always do that too.
I'll take it.
So yes, guys, please make sure you follow and subscribe to us. Thank you for tuning in again. We are so excited for this new year. We have so much more content to. Girl, I don't give a fuck what goes on. I'm gonna have a good year.
Yeah,
I've determined.
Yes,
I don't care what that orange Beanie Baby is gonna do in office. I'm gonna do something.
Yeah. It's on all of us individually to have a good year at this point.
I've told myself I'm going to have a good year. So that's what I'm going to do. And I hope you guys do too. And I think you are if you're watching us.
I think we just made it.
I think we made it, guys.
Love
you all.
Love you guys.
Tap in, of course, and we will see you next time.
See you next time.
Class is dismissed.
Bye.